sitting here with my man Michael K. Williams. He is the star of the Purge Anarchy. We've chatted earlier, we're chatting again now. A lot of people didn't even know you were in this film. How did you pull that off?
I mean, I got the call. The character, what Carmelo was doing, what they're doing with my character Carmelo is they're setting him up for hopefully what will be part 3. And he's pretty much just a revolutionary. He's a mixture of Malcolm X, Huey Newton, little Tupac Shakur in there, and he's for the people. He's galvanizing the people, and he's taking the veil off their eyes, letting them know what's really going on, what the Purge is really about, and that's setting the tone and the groundwork for hopefully what will be part 3.
That's what's up, that's what's up. So now this should do better, because it's actually better than the first one. How does it feel to be a part of something that's actually getting better?
Man, it's a blessing. You know, I thought part 1 was really good. It was just, you know, it didn't address the elephant in the room. And for me, that was, how come all the poor brown people are the ones being hunted, you know? So one deals with that, and you know, and when you dig deeper, it's not even about just brown people. It's a class thing, not a race thing. And 2 is dealing with that through my character Carmelo. He's talking to those people, let them know what's going on.
Now, I read somewhere that there's actually a class war here now in America. Do you believe that's so? That there's actually a class war between the haves and the have-not?
I absolutely believe there's a class war in America between the have and the have-nots. You know, the middle class is being eradicated. You know, I mean, look at something as simple as you go on an airplane. There are 4 seats first class, and everybody else gets rammed down in coach. You know, it should be. That's the issue right now. That's what I think is what's wrong with our structure. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't lead to like a real life purge, because that would be horrible.
I think there's a real life purge going on right now. You know, you got families that are feeding their kids cat food. You know, people are not surviving in this country. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and people are not surviving. And it's not because they're lazy. Everybody's crazy on drugs. That's not everybody's issue. But people are still not surviving, and it's a slow motion purge almost. You know. You
are putting forth some really great characters, from Omar to Chalky to now Carmelo. What's next for these characters, and what are you going to do with all these characters? Is it hard for you to break out of those molds?
I mean, you know, as an actor, you know, you protect yourself, your spirit. You go in and you move out. You know, but for Chalky, what's next for him is it's 7 years in the future, and you know, the days of the shiny shoes and the fancy suits are over. The depression has set in. We're in that era, and he has a vendetta to settle, a score to settle with Dr. Narcisse. You know, he's lost the twinkle in his eye. You know, will he get that back ever? We don't know, but that's where he's at right now.
Yeah. How is it going back to film that, and knowing that this is actually the last season for you guys?
I mean, it's a bittersweet. You know, they say all good things. 5 years on HBO is long-lived. We know that, and you know, I'm grateful to have the time on the show. I am gonna miss my co-workers. We got a real bond, especially, you know, Steve and I, man. I love them. You know, everybody.
The Wire is considered one of the best shows on television ever. A lot of people said it is the best show, but with Game of Thrones, with House of Cards, and all these other and Breaking Bad coming in, do you still feel like The Wire holds the title?
You know, The Wire broke the mold, and it is what it is. You know, we set the tone for what's happening now, and you know, we didn't get the accolades I felt that we should have gotten, but the people have spoken clearly. You know, and people that's in the streets and people within the industry, man. I couldn't believe the way the cast of Breaking Bad responded when they saw us in the they saw me at the SAG Awards after party. It was I got goosebumps, man, the way they responded. It was humbling, you know. But I think that you know, we set the tone. You know, we're one now. We can say we are one of the best shows on television. You know, before it was probably the best. Now with Breaking Bad and Mad Men and House of Cards, we're one of. You know, we could say we were the first, and now we're in an elite list of you know groundbreaking TV.
Yeah. So now, back to Boardwalk. Boardwalk's coming to an end, and a lot of the HBO actors, they are HBO actors. They go to other shows. Can you see yourself going to another show on HBO? And if so, which one would it be?
You know, hopefully it'd be a Chalky spinoff.
That's what I'm talking about.
That wouldn't be bad. But actually, right now, I'm actually filming an HBO film opposite Queen Latifah. We're doing the Bessie Smith story, which is named Blue Goose Hollow. You got Monique, Mike Epps, Tanika from the Have and the Have-Nots. I can't remember the rest of the cast, but it's an amazing story.
Yeah. And I also want to talk to you about just like the history of who you are, like, because I know on Boardwalk Empire you lost love on that thing. So have you ever lost love in real life, like, or a relationship that you might want to get back and rekindle?
No, I've never had my heart broken before, ever, 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 ever.
And that's crazy. I felt your pain though. Like, no, it's like I feel you. I felt that. I wanted that to work out.
Yeah, man. I've experienced lost love.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
How do you get through that?
You get through, man. It makes you stronger. If it don't kill you, it makes you stronger. You grow, you learn. You know what not to do in your next relationship. You know what not to accept in your next relationship. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of life.
Yeah. Now, I know you mentioned a little bit about a third Purge. Have you guys talked about it? Is there a script for that already?
No, sir. But we are talking about it. I think we just got to wait and see. Let this come out first. Let's just deal with 2. Let 2 come out. Let it do its thing. And I'm quite sure that the conversation for part 3 will take place. But as of right now, we're just so excited about this one.
All right, cool. So, and what's next for you? Other than, I know you got a couple movies done. You stay working, bro. You work more than everybody.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
So what's next other than that?
I have Kill the Messenger coming out in October. I'm opposite Jeremy Renner. I play the real Freeway Ricky Ross. I have The Gambler coming out in October, I believe, also, or November, opposite Mark Wahlberg, John Goodman, Jessica Lange. I have another film called Anastasia, dropping in November, I think. Yeah.
So with The Gambler and Boardwalk Empire, there's a lot of gambling involved. Which game down in Atlantic City would you advise me not to go to or to go to make the most money?
Would I advise you not to go to?
Like to stay away from or to go to? Like roulette?
Well, me personally, I'm a blackjack dude. I love 21. You know, I don't count cards. I love 21 though. That's my game, and I love the one-arm bandits. You know what I'm saying? Get a little exercise on that, but I love the blackjack table. That's my favorite.
What I do, I go to the crap table, and whoever got black chips, I just bet with them.
Hey, smart man. What's up? My name is Michael Kenneth Williams, and you're watching Global Grind TV.
Yeah, this is how we showed
that's
up.
true.
Yeah, you guys didn't do your hair together all at the same time?
You know, we do each other's hair, so that makes sense.
Sometimes.
You know, like just the growth from that actual period would allow me to say it